Hey everyone, I just want to talk about something important. I've taken some time to reflect before making this video, and I know I owe you all an apology for what I've done and an explanation as well. Now, I'll tell you the full story of my side of what happened. So far it has been really rough on me, and I have been suffering through a lot, and I am truly sorry for what I did. I'm sorry. Now I'll be honest, it was on my part a little bit that the situation did happen, and I'll give you my side of the story because I think it is important to hear from both sides instead of, just having one side bash the other. I've been quiet about it because I just needed to take a break from the internet for a while, and I think being off social media and off everything for 6 hours has really given me time to reflect on the mistakes I made during that night. Again, I just wanna say I am sorry. I am sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for everything I've done, and I really do regret my decision, and I hope from now on I can move forward with the weight lifted off my heart, and I will tell you the story though, but I just want to let you guys know that I'm deeply sorry for the things I have done. I don't know what came over me that night. I just wasn't in the mood, and even though I knew it was wrong, I just don't know what came over me. I couldn't control it. But I'll tell you my side of the story of what happened. So last night, right? I was talking to this person. Let's call them A, and I was having this conversation, and we were really opening up to each other, and they said they were hold on, I'm almost about to die. They said they were in a really tough situation, and they needed some help, and I hold on, I'm about to get killed. So they were really in a tough situation. Oh, dude, come on, man, stop. Jeez. But anyways, besides that, they were discussing to me that they were in a very tough situation, and I asked them what they were going through, right? And they told me that they lost some close family members to a car crash, and I was like, oh, what happened exactly? I mean, that shouldn't be too bad. It's a car crash. Everyone always gets into accidents. Sure, they're close friends and families may have passed, but I don't think it's that much of an issue. Oh my goodness, hold on. I don't think it's that much of an issue because everyone dies, everyone has I feel like, as sad as it may be, I think we really shouldn't like stay on it for too long, because just to let you know, they were still very sad about it, even though it was like a week ago. I feel like in that amount of time you should have been able to like cope with it and go on, but either way, that's what happened. And like besides that, they also talked to me about how like they were in a relationship once, and let's say their partner did in fact cheat on them. And, once they came up to me, hold on. Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh my gosh, dude. No. Dude, are you kidding me? Oh, I lost. Oh my gosh. I'm at 8 blood vials, dude. You gotta be joking me. Come on, man. Come on. Dude, this is gonna set me back by like 30 seconds. Can you imagine the amount of storage that's gonna take? Alright, you know what? Let me just go grab this stuff. But either way, so yeah, they were talking about how they got into a relationship, and basically what happened in that relationship, their partner broke up with them, and right? So A is like completely downtrodden, like they're not in the right state of mind, and I feel like I should have been there listening as more as a friend rather than like you know, just rather than as like some sort of romantic partner, because I think that's the reason why this whole situation I managed to deal with in the first place, was the fact that I thought they were, you know, like I feel like I could have helped them by, you know, just filling in that, I guess you could say, void, right? That void that was left after their after like A's relationship, like, you know, spiraled out of control, right? So after they told me about it, I was like, hey, you know what? Hey, I do really like you. I think for as bad as it may be, I think this is a really good and positive situation, because of the fact that, you know, now that you're out of this relationship, you could be with me, and I'm a really nice guy, you know. I really am. Oh my gosh, can this guy just die? Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. This guy is really interrupting my pacing and my speech. Oh my goodness, dude. Are you kidding? Just die already, bro. Oh my gosh. Hold on. This guy's weird, man. Are you actually kidding me? Dude, just die. Oh my goodness, man. Finally. Jeez. So ridiculous. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, so yeah, I confessed to them, and we got together. You know, we got together, right? I was just we were having a bro. What are you kidding me, dude? One blood vial. Are you actually kidding me? Are you joking me? I gotta waste some. I have 0 blood vials. Oh my, dude, can you guys stop this one, bro? Just let me talk, jeez, bro. Jeez, oh my gosh. So we got into a relationship, right? And you know, we were really enjoying our time together, right? They started to like. They started to talking to other people, and you know, it felt kind of uncomfortable because the way they were interacting with them and all, right? They were hugging each other and stuff like that. I really did feel uncomfortable, and now that I look back on it, I do think I was really insecure about that, and I do apologize that. I feel like it's something that can't be helped about me, is that I'm really insecure, and I'm really insecure, and I just seeing them with other people and like having like them enjoying their time, I really didn't like that, and I was like, you know, I just got angry at them and told them, hey, look, you need to stop like talking to these people, because they clearly, you guys clearly are like not mutual friends or whatever the term is, and I was just like, yeah, you guys need to stop talking to each other. Oh my gosh, hold on, jeez, this guy packs a punch. Oh my goodness. What? I dodged? So, right, about that, I told them I didn't want them to like, I told them I didn't want them to just like I just told them that I was just like, look, you can't be doing these things with these people, because they're like, I feel like they're intruding on my relationship, right? So I was telling them about this, right? I was telling Hay about this, and like they got mad at me as if I was the bad person. You know, I'm always clearly in the right, you know, because it's either I'm right or I'm right, you know? Am I right or am I right? Because like I can't possibly be wrong in any way whatsoever. I'm always right, you know? There's nothing wrong with me. All my opinions are facts, basically. Like the fact that she was denying me my opinion was a fact. Like it just seemed like she was just, you know, not being genuine. You know, it's like, you know, are you actually kidding me? I got no heel, dude. You know what? I'm just gonna run past this. This guy is actually ridiculous. I'm not gonna fight this guy. So either way, I was just like, you know, I don't think we can do this, right? Like, I was just chilling with them, and I was just like, look, you can't be doing these kinds of things because we're, you know, in a relationship, right? And they continue to do it, and like we got into arguments, right? And I was like, why can't you understand? And like, one time in an argument got so heated that like I just couldn't stand it, and like my fist went into their face. I don't know how it did. I just blacked out. It was just like the next moment I blinked, and like the next thing I saw was my fist in their face. I don't know how that happens. You know, I'm really sorry about that. I just can't control it. I don't know what happened over it. Something came over me. I think I have like some sort of mental illness or something, because like I don't think the fact that I have unintentionally punched them was my fault, because, you know, like I couldn't control it, right? And like, are you kidding me, bro? Dude, no, dude, can you guys just like fight me one-on-one? Cause you guys acting like such a coward, bro. Dude, look at these guys, bro. This is so lame. Bro, yeah, bro, hissy fit, man. But either way, as I was saying, I was just like, hold on. So let me gather my thoughts. So I was just like, yeah. I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I literally blacked out. Like, 1 second I closed my eyes, and like the next I opened it and my fist is in their face, and I just didn't know what happened. So after that, they ended our relationship, and I was just like, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me, right? And you know, like after that relationship ended, like I was just like reflecting, right? Like, it ended yesterday, right? Like yesterday at midnight, right? So I spent all of the morning just like reflecting on what happened and what I did wrong, and I don't understand what I did wrong, because I clearly didn't do anything wrong if I didn't do anything at all, right? You know, like I didn't do anything, because like, you know, I just, like, sure, it may have been my fist in their face, right? But like I don't recall me doing that. Like, so is it really me that's at fault, or is it really just like, I don't know, the Matrix that's at fault? That's at fault. Because like, I don't know how I could do that to someone. Like I'm such a good person. I never hit someone, you know. So it's either, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. My goodness, man. Jeez. I'm trying to talk, man. Let me just play the game. So ridiculous. So, anyways, I was just like, I don't know what I did wrong, right? Because, like, how can you do something wrong when you don't, you know, like, when you're not, you know, I guess conscious to, like, you know, experience that fact that you did something wrong, right? So it's just like, I don't think it's my fault, mainly. You know, I think it's more of your fault because of the fact that you, like, didn't shake me awake, maybe, you know? It probably is more of your fault because you didn't shake me awake. Like, if you would have shook me awake, I probably would have been, like, awake enough to realize that I was gonna punch you, right? So, like, if I was more awake, right, I wouldn't have punched you because, you know, I'm not that type of person, right? And, like, even though they had, like, what, a nanosecond to, like, shake me up awake, they didn't do it either way. And I was just like, you know, I got really mad because, you know, I don't think I'm at fault here, you know? I'm not at fault because, like, I literally had no control of the situation, right? And, like, I told her all of that, and, like, she got angry at me, and I don't know why I don't know why she got angry at me, because, like, I didn't do anything wrong. What did I do wrong? I mean, I couldn't control it, like, I wasn't there yet at the time, you know? Like, I feel like she was, like, I think she's in the wrong because, like, because of the fact, like, you know, like, she had to not, like, she had a choice to wake me up, right? And she didn't. So, you know, I was just like, you know, I think this is, like, I'm sure it was my fist, but, like, I think at the end of the day, it was your fault, the fact that you got punched. So, and that's how it went. So, that's just one of the, I just wanted to give my story about that, because, you know, there's, like, numerous allegations held against me, and that was one of them. So I just wanted to get that over with, because it was probably perhaps the toughest one to speak about, because, you know, I have a personal life and I prefer not to speak about it. But, like, you know, when my family, when my life is in jeopardy, I have to defend it, like, no matter the cost, because, like, it's going to hurt me in some way, and I don't, like, I don't want to get hurt, right? But I do want to be like, yeah, I'll hold myself accountable. And yet, like, looking at this situation, it's clear to me that, like, I'm not in the wrong at all, because, like, it was her fault at the end of the day that she got punched in the face by me. So I don't know what I did, because I clearly didn't do anything wrong. I couldn't control myself, right? You know, I blacked out, right? I didn't see anything. So I think at the end of the day, it was entirely her fault for getting punched in the face, and, like, the fact that she's blaming me and accusing me of being the one responsible is, like, absolutely outrageous. And I just had to come up and say, no, look, this is my side of the story. I'm always right, and, like, she's clearly in the wrong, obviously. Obviously, she's clearly in the wrong. Because, come on, really? But besides that, I'll just another one. that maybe you guys may have heard circulating rumor, like circulating around the internet, and even Pyrocynical talked about it, and as harsh as it may be, it was absolutely brutal hearing the fact that like I look up to these guys, right? I look up to Pyrocynical, and I also look up to Moist Critical, and just to see like the biggest like idols in my life just talk about the situation I was in, well, the situation, the accusations that I presumably have done, it just brings me down so much. And like that's why I took like the 6 hours of the morning just to like reflect over things, because it's been on my mind, and I was just on the edge of like, just just completely on the edge, and I just was so tired. I was so exhausted from everything, and like I was so mad too, because like, this isn't my fault, right? Like none of this was my fault. Like I was just being like, defensive, I was doing self-defense, right? So this next allegation I'm gonna talk about is one where
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it.
Yeah.
That's precisely.
Oh, Project Sir.
Why not co-op? Take this.
Gimme. Thank you.
Beast hunt.
Alright. So let me talk about the other accusation that was levied against me. So an old friend of mine was just we were like we haven't talked to each other in a while, so like I sent them a message and I was like, hey, what's up, how you been doing? And they are like they were just like, I've been doing good, right? Yeah. And he told me, hey, I heard your situation about your breakup, and I was like, and he's like, you good, man? I was like, yeah, I'm good. Oh my goodness. Can these guys stop interrupting me, man? I'm trying to talk and these guys keep on interrupting me. Sorry guys, I'm so unbelievably tired right now. Everyone has been on my butt, and I don't know what I did wrong. I'm not sorry for everything, because like I'm clearly the innocent, right? But let me just I'm thinking about ending the video here, because I just need to get like some sleep, because I haven't slept at all. So I was talking to this one friend, and we were talking about like my breakup, right? And I was just like, I was just chilling, right? And he just like, oh, you broke up with someone, right? And he brought all these accusations up to me, right? And I was just like, look, all of this, I explained to him like exactly what you guys are hearing. I explained to him all that, and the fact that it wasn't true, and he was like, bro, he told me exactly, bro, I don't know how you blacked out and how your fist ended up in their face, right? A's face. And I was just like, dude, I'm clearly innocent, because I don't recall me willing to actually punch her, right? And it was just like, dude, you're a guy, she's your girl, like guys don't hit girls, right? I'm like, yeah, well, I didn't hit her, I wasn't there. I mean, like last thing I saw was like my fist in her face, right? And I was like, I didn't do it. What if what if in that moment I blacked out, I just held out my fist and she just ran into my fist, and I was like, and it was just like, dude, are you actually dumb? Because like that, either one, you're dumb, or one you're dumb, or two, you're actually like sick. And I'm like, dude, I'm not neither. I'm like the smartest person in the world, and like you can ask like some of my other friends about that, and they would say, oh yeah, he's the smartest guy in the world. Like compare me to Einstein, I'd say I am about twice as smart as Einstein, because like, yeah, he may have like seen gravity, all this stuff and stuff like that, but like I can see past that. I can see through that, and I'm like, I can understand like the the uh, the quantum physics and stuff, even like to like like a doctor's degree, right? I'm just like, I can see all this, right? And I'm so smart, right? But besides that, I was just like, told my friend, look, I didn't do anything wrong. And he's just like, you did do something wrong. The fact that you hit that girl. And I was like, dude, I didn't do anything wrong. You're like, dude, you did hit the girl. Stop trying to deny it. And I'm like, I'm not trying to deny it. I'm just telling you the truth. And I was just like, I was so mad at that point. I just ended the call. So next day I just like, after I ended the call, right, like in the morning, it was like 6. I went to sleep, and then I woke up at like 6:30 a.m., right? And as soon as I wake up, I get a knock on the door, and I open it up, and I see the police, right? And I'm just like, oh, what's up, officers? And they're like, you need to come with us. So they put me in handcuffs. I'm like, dude, why are you guys taking me? And they're like, you're detained right now. And I'm like, what did I do? And they weren't giving me an answer. So I felt like, since the recent stuff, I thought they were, gonna deport me, because many of you may not know, but I'm actually I'm not I'm not a white guy. I'm actually just like I'm a blank guy. I'm a blank white guy, So like I'm clearly not an American guy, but I'm not a white guy either. So I was like, oh shoot, they're gonna deport me. So I had to, make my escape, right? And so like, as soon as I took the step out the doors in handcuffs, I smacked one of them in the face, and I started running, right? I managed to get like a couple yards away until they tackled me to the ground, and I was just like, all right, I'll give up. And then they're like, okay, and then I just started walking with them, and then I decided to run again. I don't know what came over me that time though, because like I knew I was gonna run, and when I did do that action, I felt like everything blacked out, and next thing I know, I wake up, and it's, I don't know how long it's been, but I checked the clock, and it's like 5 p.m., right? Somewhere around there. And then I was like, oh, and I look around me, I'm like, wait, this isn't my house. And there's glass shards everywhere, and there's I don't know if it was mine. I'm pretty sure it was my blood, but I was just like, oh shoot, like I was like completely covered in like ketchup, right? And I was just like, oh shoot, I gotta go get some medical, right? And like I was walking, and I didn't know whose house this was. I was in some random's house, right? I was walking, right? I was walking down the hallway going to, I believe, what was the entrance. I didn't know the layout of the house, but one of the doors to the side in the hallway was open, and I got kind of curious, so I took a look inside, and I see someone on the floor, and there's ketchup and mayo, and like there's ketchup, mayo, and like mustard everywhere, and I'm just like, oh shoot. And then I'm like, I gotta get this guy some help, right? I go up to him, he's still breathing, and I'm like, hey, you good? And like they just started like, they couldn't like, talk to me, so they started like gargling, and I'm like, dude, you good? And I'm like, let me call the police, right? Or not the police, but the medical. But I was like, oh shoot, wait, I'm on the run, right? So like, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll give the guy the phone. He can call a medical, right? And then I could just walk out, run away, go back into hiding, and I could probably hide somewhere like somewhere like you know those homeless centers in like New York, right? I could go on there. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go there because right now, is like right now currently I'm not gonna tell you guys my situation or where I'm at right now, but I just wanted to let you guys know about my story and why I've been doing the things I've been doing, because you know people have to get both sides of the story to understand the whole situation, and one side is always usually blatant accusations and completely baseless claims, and you know I just had to get my story out there because I feel like that side is the that side is like the you know the person I had a relationship with, and then my old friend, right? Because they were completely wrong, you know. And I was just like, yeah, I need to get my story out there, so because it's clear that I'm not the one who's in the wrong. It was clear that both of them were in the wrong. And you know, now that I think about it, some memories are flowing back into me. So, remember how I recalled that guy, right? That guy that was lying on the floor, I remember now. Okay. The guy that was laying on the floor was my friend, actually. I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, in this moment, I'm just like, oh, man. Oh, why is he, you know, why is there ketchup everywhere? Why is there ketchup everywhere? Why is there mustard everywhere in the first place? So I was like, you know, I think I do recall why I didn't call medical for him. Because I was so angry. I was so angry, I just decided to storm out. I'm like, dude, you can, you know, you're fine. You got it. Like, he had a big, like, he was just like on the ground, and he was just like moaning and groaning, and I'm just like, dude, you got it. Stop being like a little boy. Just grow up and like tank it. Because I personally think that's a skill issue, you know. That's personally a skill issue, right? But either way, after all that had happened, and yeah, I'm currently on the run right now. I am trying to evade the feds, and I believe you did see a wanted picture of my photo. It's actually kind of ridiculous now that I look about it, because I never really thought I could like you know get on mainstream, especially this way. I'm like on the FBI's most wanted list, and I don't know why, but they decided to charge me for crimes of fraud, electronic fraud, battery, assault with intent to murder. They also decided to add charges of kissing the Joker while he was in Arkham Asylum, and completely disregarding the safety of children. And I'm just like, dude, I didn't do any of these things. Like, oh shoot. Oh. I didn't do anything these things. I swear. Anyways, so they charged me with crimes, right? And they clearly don't have the proof, right? Lo and behold, I look at the news online, and there's a video camera capturing me doing some of these crimes, and I'm like, dude, I don't recall that, and that's clearly not me. Like, as much as it looks like it's me, I think they just video edited the footage, because it's clearly not me. And I'm not the type of person to do that, you know. I'm the smartest person in the world, and I'm always right, no matter what, you know. Either way, they caught like someone looking like me, and I don't believe it's me, but overall, I think the situation is blown out of proportion, and I didn't really do anything wrong. In fact, I'm actually probably innocent. Not probably, actually. I am innocent, because clearly everyone around me thinks I'm a criminal, you know. And I'm just like, let me tell you guys my side of the story. And you know, I feel like me telling my side of the story clears everything up. And if it doesn't, I feel like, you know, everyone around me is a criminal. Because like, if I'm innocent and everyone around me is accusing me of doing something I didn't do, are they not criminals? So overall, in this situation, you can take it how you want. If you do take it at the side where I am a criminal, I just have to believe that, you know, you are a criminal, because clearly I'm innocent, you know. But like, if you do believe I'm innocent, then, you know, I guess you are innocent, because, you know, I'm right, you know. But either way, I just wanted to say my side of the story and like apologize for some things, because although I am kind of partially responsible for the things that had happened, I feel like majority of the problems that had occurred were not my fault and could have been prevented if the other person had just, you know, stopped me, you know. Either way, I'm still on the run. I don't know if I could post another video or not, because right now I am trying to go to New York to actually, it's probably best for me not to tell you guys, because you guys are definitely gonna report it to the police. I know you guys. But anyways, from here I think I'll farm some blood vials and you know, go fight the Bloodstar Beast. And I know, you know, for an apology, this may seem like disingenuous because of the fact that I'm playing a game and experiencing the game while I'm also apologizing. And to those of you haters that are like saying this, I have to say in my defense, because of my insecurities, I can't really speak out on things, and like I feel like when I play games, I could just really let out who I am, right? So I feel like if I played, you know, Bloodborne, I could just, you know, explain my side of the story more easily, and I feel like that it's been true so far. So to all you haters, or to all you people who like want me to fail, the reason why I play this game is because I can express myself more, you know. But anyways, that's about all I have to say. I am sorry for some things, but in the end, I do believe my friend and my once girlfriend, they were completely in the wrong, because like, you know, they could have stopped me from punching and stabbing them. So in the end, it's their fault ultimately, because like they could have stopped me, you know. They could have stopped me, you know. Like, I couldn't stop myself. They could have stopped me, you know. It's clear to me that like I'm innocent, because I couldn't stop it. I didn't have any control, right? So, you know, that's really about it. Just wanted to say one final thing is that to anyone that is watching this in the future, any future employees, everything I said in this video is completely fictional. Fictional. This video was made out of a complete joke with my friend. We just wanted to see how a fake apology video is. So I hope you liked it though. I don't really think I did too good on this apology video though. I might make another one. Refine my techniques, you know. You know, I'm gonna just call out someone. And never mind, I'm not gonna call them out, but I'm gonna call them Jay. Jay, probably watching this. How was it? Was it a good apology video? Should I include a 2011 intro or not? Anyways though, just wanted to clear that up though. This video is completely fake. I did not do anything wrong, because you know, I'm completely right. Like a great man once said, am I right or am I right? By E. So, do not take this video for granted, because this is not how I am actually in real life. Don't report me, please. I swear. This video is a complete joke. Those, like, what, 38 minutes of me talking about that, completely made up in my head, which is why you heard me stutter a lot. But I'll be real with you. I'm probably gonna use the, as much as I don't want to use it, the Chalice engine that gives you a ton of blood echoes. Just because I'm actually out of blood vials, and you know, call it skill issue, whatever. I don't want to have to farm blood vials, especially when I'm working on such a like tight deadline. Honestly, I got like work to do, and I don't have the time to farm blood vials. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just do this just to get over with. But I think next video should be about Bloodstar Beast, hopefully, and by the time you see me there, I should have about maxed out blood vials, so we don't have to worry about that. Because you know, when I was speaking through the entire game, I was like, ah, oh, shoot, I'm out of blood vials. Either way, if you made it this far, just wanted to say thank you. Please continue watching, because I swear it'd be worth it. And at the end, I'm gonna hit the hardest quote of all time. Hardest quote that perfectly describes every Souls games, from Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. It's such a hard quote. I gotta give it to you guys, but I'll tell you guys at the end of this game of Bloodborne. If I had to rate my favorite game between all the, you know, of course it's Bloodborne. But it's just my opinion, and you know my opinion. Like I said, it's always right. If you're thinking about a different game that you like as your favorite, you're completely wrong, because Bloodborne is the favorite. Everyone loves Bloodborne. Everyone knows Bloodborne is right, but you know, my opinion is always right, so Bloodborne is right. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will be seeing you maybe not tomorrow, but I got a lot of work to do, honestly. I don't expect too much from you guys. I got school to deal with. That's more than enough work to do with. Sure, I'm unemployed, but I feel like school is employment for people underage. And it's a prison too.